everybody, we're here with Paul and Yuno, and Paul is going to introduce the saddle pad to him. Now he's already been working on this for about a half hour, so Yuno is pretty chill about this right now. However, when we first started to put the saddle pad on him, he was pretty nervous and he was moving a lot. Okay, so we just advance and retreat, a ton of advance and retreat. He's getting payment for standing still and calm. And now Paul is able to get the saddle pad on him from both sides.
Oh, really? You want to keep playing games?
All right, so now he's going to put it on the other side. You can see how chill Yuno is now. Now, to start off with, he was not this chill. He was backing up. He was trying to walk off. He was really saying, I don't think this is a good idea. But with advance and retreat and payment for standing calmly, Paul is able to put the saddle pad on. Okay, so now Paul is putting on the saddle. Again, he did a little bit of advance and retreat with this, but not nowhere near as much as the saddle pad. Now, when you're saddling a donkey, their shoulders move up and down, so you do need the saddle a little bit more farther back than you would on a horse. However, there you go, Paul. That's looking good there. So now you're going to come over and release the cinch on this side. Okay, so now the saddle is up onto his back, and Paul is just trying to straighten him out here right now. Oh, you know what? This was last on Shaggy, and he's bigger than Shaggy, so we need to loosen this a little bit.
Oh, yeah, he is bigger.
Yeah, you are bigger, aren't you? Now, donkeys are pretty calm compared to some of the other equine that you might ride. It's a good idea, though, to have this rigging set up for your animal before you put the saddle on. We absolutely do not want the saddle to fall off when we're doing this for the first time. Boy, oh boy, could that set us backwards. Okay, I'm going to reach underneath him to grab the cinch. Now, you wouldn't want to do that on all animals, but he does seem pretty calm around his feet. So I'm just going to come back here and grab the cinch. You notice how I kept my body very forward? And sure, that's a good idea. So this will be the first time he's had anything tightened around his belly. A good thing to do to practice this is just to take a rope and tighten it around his belly some and see how they're doing with that. So I'm not going to tighten it up really tight right now. I don't want to cause a rodeo. And Paul is paying him for standing still right now. Go through one more time for you, buddy. Trying to find a hole to put there. We found a hole. Okay, so now that the hole is there, the saddle is going to stay in place. Okay, so now, Paul, the next thing to do once you have a saddle on is to lead them around, or even like you could wrap the rope around his butt and have him turn in circles like around the world. Sometimes when they start moving, they might get pretty uptight or nervous as that cinch gets tighter around their girth. Yep, and that's okay that he's nervous. We just want to help this be a good experience for him. Now, have you practiced standing next to him on the mounting block, Paul?
Once.
All right, so I'll get the mounting block. Nice. Okay, I'm going to see if I can walk this up to him. And I don't know if he's going to be okay with that or not. He might be kind of nervous. You go ahead and give him oats while I'm doing this. He says, I'm a little nervous. Don't give him, so stop the oats while he's backing away. We don't want to reward that behavior. And let's switch, and I'll let you get up there. And we can see if he can get comfortable with somebody above him. I don't think today is the day to actually lean on his back or anything. But just to pet him Okay, because we don't want to introduce too many new things at one time, but for you to be above them, that's a pretty small ask, isn't it, Yuno? Yeah, but you like to play games, don't you? You're silly, silly boy. Okay, so do you see how he's moving a lot? I'm going to try to get him anywhere near you where you can he can be near you. Okay, right there. Okay, guys, he's still far away and he's not lined up, and you probably can't even see it in the camera very well. But we're going to reward the try. We're going to reward the baby steps. Okay, so I'm going to pay him now for standing still next to you. Get back up here, Paul.
Hello, buddy.
Okay, this is the first time anybody, or Paul, you said you have practiced this a little bit. So somebody being above him is still pretty new to him. Okay, now release that pressure. Hi, you. Hello.
Give me more love.
Okay, I'm going to ask him for a step forward. Good, good. Okay, and then in a second here, go ahead and pet him, and just small pets. Don't make a big deal out of it. Here you go. Okay, we're just helping him get comfortable. It's all baby steps to help him with this. Another thing to do is just to stand by his side and lift up your leg like you're going to mount, but you're not actually. You're helping him get comfortable. You don't need to add that right now, though, Paul. Okay, these are all triggers to him, like, oh my gosh, a saddle pad, a saddle, somebody standing over my head. We're introducing a lot to him all at once. Take a step forward. There, good boy. Good boy. Okay, now I'm paying him because he took a step forward towards me. Okay, so release that pressure because he's kind of starting to fight it a little bit. But he still stood still, so I'm paying him for that. Oh, and he's got to move. That's okay, guys. If he's got to move, Paul, you can stay up high. If he's got to move, that's okay. Okay? But I'm going to keep him facing the right way. And as he calms down, I'm going to pay him for standing calmly next to somebody above him. Oh, is this scary? Oh, okay, take a step. Oh. And right now we're just working on his right side. We'll introduce his left later. That's pretty common. There, he's taking a step towards you. We're going to pay that.
Good boy.
Okay, take another step towards Paul. Good. Oh, he says, I can't handle that. That's too much. Too much. So it's a lot of repetition. Yuno is a 9-year-old wild gelding. There. Oh, I turned you and you just happen to be facing right where I want you. He says, I'm too upset to eat, though. Okay? So that's how we know. Don't try to touch him right now. He's too upset to eat. We're not going to add more to things with him. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm going to ask him to stand a little bit further away from Paul, and we'll see if we can get him comfortable at a farther distance. At a farther distance. There. That's a farther distance. Are you comfortable enough to eat? Or are you still too nervous? Okay, so he's not real close to Paul. Paul wouldn't be able to lay on his back from here, but it's baby steps. Here, try right here. Can you stand there? No, he says, I can't stand there. I'm too nervous. Okay? So at this point, we're going to call a quitting point when we can get him to stand next to Paul again. All nice. And then we're going to say, oh, wow, good job. Your lesson is done for the day. These are a lot of new things to add on to him. And we don't want to leave him on a bad note. There. Let's practice on disengaging his hind end some. Good boy. Good. Oh, look it. There's somebody above you. Oh, dear. What am I going to do?
I think this is a good spot to end on.
Nope, this is not where I want him for ending. Good boy. Oh, he's smelling Paul. There you go. He says, I gotta go. Okay, we want them to be willing participant with what we're doing. And this is just going to take a lot of repetition. And like I said before, Yuno is a pretty silly character. So it's going to take some time. There. Oh, look at you. Oh, but you had to go. That didn't last long, did it? Oh, right there, right there. Oh, gosh, can you just stay there? Can you just stay there? Can you? I have oats. He says, I want something sweeter. I want something sweeter. He's like, what happened to those oats? I thought you were going to give me oats. Well, you haven't stood still next to Paul yet. And that's the price you got to pay to get yourself some oats right now. Take a step forward. There, good boy. Good boy right there. Oh, look at you. Good job. Good job. I'm going to give him a reward, a payment. And he says, nope, I can't do that. I'm just not comfortable. Good boy. Get him to stand here. Right now, I just want to get him to stand somewhere. Good boy. Okay, let's walk over here again, huh? Good. Good boy. So if he's going to move, I'm just going to practice rolling his back end around. Good boy.
Rolling the hind. Is that what it's called now?
By Ty Evans, that's what he calls it. There you go. Good boy. Right there. This is going to be a good quitting spot. Okay, Paul, go ahead and get down. Good job. He says, that was a lot to take in. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you found this information helpful. This is Yuno, Paul. Put your head down here, Paul, and smile. Yuno, Paul, and Mary Jo. You guys have a great night. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. All right. Yuno getting some love after he's all done. Just pet and love on him, Paul. Okay, just help him know that life is good. Some scratches and some love to end the session. He's like, ooh, that feels good. I like that. You found the spot.